Welcome to Canonymous. As much as Justin Trudeau talks about climate change and how he's worried about the environment and the future for the children, for the people, for the helpless mothers, he goes ahead and hands $13 billion in production subsidies over the next decade, $1.3 billion per year, to a company guilty of poisoning the very air he hired them to preserve.
What has VW been up to?
Last Friday, the EPA announced that some Volkswagen and Audi cars made between 2009 and this year were using a so-called defeat device to get around emissions laws designed to keep the air clean.
In 2015, Volkswagen found itself at the center of one of the biggest scandals in automotive history, known as Dieselgate. This scandal shook the industry and shattered trust in the iconic car maker.
So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Volkswagen, the mega bribe, the subsidy deal Trudeau gave them while covering up the truth about them, that they're not really environmentally friendly. In fact, they probably care the absolute least, to go as far as to even hide how sketchy and in fact environmentally damaging their company's practices actually are.
$13 billion. That's the price tag to get Volkswagen to Ontario and for competing with U.S. President Joe Biden's big business subsidies. The government insists they're going to get a return on that investment, but is this the new price of doing business?
From the government's own website, they say in an agreement statement of facts filed with the court, Volkswagen admitted that between January 2008 and December 2015, nearly 128,000 diesel engine Volkswagen and Audi vehicles equipped with defeat devices, which were imported into Canada. The company admitted to deceiving the authorities both in the US and Canada and intentionally defying emissions regulations by 40 times the amounts allowed. But sure, give them another billion. That covers both Canada's fine and the USA's one as well, by the way. So what the hell happened? Well, in 2006, Volkswagen employees acting at the direction of certain supervisors designed, created, and implemented a software function to detect, evade, and defeat emission standards after they realized that the new diesel engine they were designing for use in North America would not meet both the prescribed standard and attract sufficient customer demand in the US and Canada markets. The devices were then installed in vehicles destined for North America. I think this comes from much higher than just some supervisors, but they need scapegoats, so the supervisors will do. And then to make things even worse, 2012, when Volkswagen believed that some performance issues that plagued the diesel engine might be caused by the defect devices, rather than removing the devices, they improved them by adding steering wheel angle detection. The new software function was downloaded on new vehicles being sold in North America and later expanded to updated softwares on the existing vehicles when brought in for services at a dealership. So take this in, Volkswagen faced 60 charges and each charge carried a maximum penalty of like $6 million or so. A judge in Canada approved a $196.5 million fine against Volkswagen. Guess how much the USA fined them? $2.8 billion. A criminal fine, by the way. Ours was an environmental fine, not criminal. So Volkswagen executives gave various false explanations for the discrepancies, trying to hide their crimes, unsuccessfully of course, but that didn't stop the Liberal government from meeting with them during the investigation. A spokesperson from Volkswagen familiar with the matter said that our discussions with the government officials were to update them on the steps the company had taken to address our customers' affected diesel vehicles. Meanwhile, the PMO said the meeting was to discuss future plans for growth in Canada, including discussions on electrification and digitization. Sounds like some bulletation, some BSitation. Lies, lies, and more lies. How many times will the Liberals lie to us before Canadians learn? I think third election is the charm. Jesus Christ. Like, comment, subscribe, and look out for more.